Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Dash Brandon. It's been way too long since I got to record. My computer took a crap on me and kept crashing all the time, so I had to reinstall literally everything, and this is what happens when you reinstall everything. You reinstall Windows and then you reinstall every application that you have. That's what that looks like. Anyways, today we were talking about Monks, the new ninja. She is in the shop. And I gotta say that she'll have a niche use. This is what she looks like. She looks like a little monkey. You get a little backpack with a banana on it. If they ever do bring the locker, you'll have a banana backpack. But she only has a niche use for me. And that's if I'm either trying to go ham on a single enemy, because I don't think it's going to work very well in multiple, like AoE type situation, probably, or if you're trying to stall. So what she does, by what I mean by trying to stall, is that she has a perk called Monkeying Around. Kunai Storm throws 6 banana peels that last for 8 seconds and knock down and stun enemies for 2.3 seconds. It also deals damage, and there's more bananas when she's your commander. So that's the build I've been trying with her as the commander, so I figured I gave her the best shot that I could. And we'll give you a little bit of gameplay in a little bit, but we're just going to talk about a few things. So, you stun for 2.3 seconds. If you drop the banana right on them, or right before they're about to walk into it, you're really not done with your flip. And they're already in their 2.3 second stun, which means that you're missing out on damage. And you would have to use a weapon that is good against stun, staggered, and knocked down. And that is, to me, it's one of the more useless perks that you can get on a weapon. It's right up there next to damage to afflicted if you can't cause affliction. Most weapons don't cause stun, staggered, knocked down easily. So you probably don't really have a lot of weapons that already have that on them. So this is the build that I tried. I put Blast from the Past, and what I tried to do was make it so that I would be within melee range of them to do the damage. So 2.3 seconds of them being stunned. If you use a stun, stagger, knockdown weapon, that's great. You can also get corrosive strikes on them and snare them, so you can get that bonus damage if you have snare weapons. We have Assassination, Saurian Hide, Saurian Claws, and because we're in melee range, we want Monster Smash. I almost said Monster Mash. That gives us the lifesteal. So we hit decently hard. Not as hard as we could if we were just, a straight up melee character, but it lets us stall because I've also had this affect mini bosses, which is good. Mini bosses are great. You don't want them hanging around. We're going to put ourselves on public. We're going to join a quick play with others. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just see what we get. So, yeah, she has a place, but for me, it's not a very easy place to be in. You can put out decent damage in those 2.3 seconds. However, if you drop your bananas and nothing steps on them, and you're not using a build where kunai resets at all. We're doing a radar. Okay. And you're not doing a build where kunai resets, then what you have is 6 seconds where you have no banana peels down because they despawn. And so here we go. We'll throw the bananas. So you land close to the same time. Okay. So that part was a little false. However, they're all gone. And we still have 6 seconds of cooldown on our ability there. So that's actually not that great. Let's see how it does here. If you haven't caught on yet, if you don't have spare gold, I wouldn't just waste it on her. Also, you and your bananas fall at the same time. So you might beat them to the ground, actually, depending on what's happening in your life. Alright, so we went that whole time without being able to drop more bananas. Now we can drop more. You can throw it right on a unit and it will CC them, so that's good. Also, hopefully all the volume and everything is good. I think I copied those settings over in the roaming files. So hopefully we got that. I totally blew away Windows. I had to install Windows 8, then activate it. To activate it, I had to actually install the driver for the networking. And then eventually we got Windows 10 going, and here we are. So, I mean, if you have the extra, you might as well. However, I would not get her if you don't necessarily need her. Hey, that right click though. I actually haven't used this sword yet. I got it. I leveled it up. It's not max perked, but it's close. Oh, that's satisfying, isn't it? I actually pressed C there, hoping that I could do another kunai storm and throw more bananas, and it didn't happen because it was still on cooldown, and that makes me sad all the time. So our sword is charged. Is it charged indefinitely? Seems that way. That was cool. Alright, we will contribute to the team. Yeah, pretty much if you haven't gotten the gist of it, bottom line is I'm not a super big fan of this hero. If you're a collector, you're going to pick her up anyways. That's how it is. I know this because... Oh, we have a crash. That's not what we wanted. That's not what we wanted at all. Oh, no. Did reinstalling everything not fix my problem? Alright. Well, these were supposed to be hot take videos, and I think that this is my hot take. And by these, I mean this one. I wanted to get something out there on Monks. If you have not picked her up yet, you probably won't. She can be fun, as with most, gimmicky heroes. They are usually fun. But we're so sad because we crashed. I wonder if it's a RAM issue. RAM is the only off part. I have Oloy RAM, which is a no-name brand. But maybe, I don't know, because the computer is working fine until just this moment. Just this moment when I decided to record, and my God, my face gets washed out. I thought this light was better, but it might be worse. Or maybe it's the camera. I don't know. The struggles are real this holiday season. I worked on the house for 4 days straight. So that's where I've been after the holidays. My dad came out and helped me out. Hey, we can rejoin. Will it actually work though? I wonder if that was just a Fortnite crash. I know people have been having issues with Fortnite. I don't know if... I want to put this video out there because I want to see if other people are having crashes like this, or if it's just a Brandon problem. Very well could be a Brandon problem. Anyways, she's fine. She's not completely garbage. Okay, we can agree on that. She's not completely useless. Is that a smasher I just saw? No. It was that guy. But the banana peels can be a little bit difficult to determine where the aim is going to be. They actually stuck around there long enough to get the guys that came around the building, so that was cool. Don't get that all the time. I don't even think I made her 130. There we go. Alright, so... I killed her. I did try a full kunai build. When I say full kunai build, I mean full kunai build. I was dropping eggs. I had Razor equipped, so she was doing Razor stuff. Yeah, it was definitely a full-on kunai build, and it actually didn't feel that good because you kill everything underneath you. So you kill everything underneath you. Oh look. And by the time pretty much anything else would walk up to me, the bananas would be despawning. I saw you. I saw you, homie. So that's why a full kunai build didn't work for me. Then I tried it in a SSD, just checking it out. Or not an SSD, but endurance. And in the endurance, I figured out that you could do mini bosses with your bananas. So that actually worked out really nicely. So I mean, the mini boss stun is nice, but unless you're able to kite them into it pretty effectively, you're gonna have some troubles. You're gonna have some troubles with that. Yeah. She could stall. She's not the best stall. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, it didn't work. Oh well. I was hoping that I could just right click it all and destroy it, but I have to hit enemies to charge up my sword first. Like I said, I haven't used the sword yet. I know, it's sacrilege. Aw, I didn't go far at all. Also, you could easily waste a lot of your banana peels on trash, like these two. They also don't stop a charging smasher, so be aware of that. I don't think there's anything else important to say about the bananas. Other than they're gimmicky. If you would like to try a gimmick, then go for it. Anyways, we're going to end this right here after I go to the loadout to show you Monks, Assassination, Corrosive Strike, Saurian Hide, Monster Smash, Saurian Claws, Blast from the Past, Team Perk. And the reason that I do this is because I feel like you're already going to be close trying to get them in these bananas. You might as well just go with a melee build and go all the way. Anyways, I'm Dash Brandon. If you would like to help support the channel, that is still a thing on the Epic Games Store. If you use my code _Brandon, you will be helping out the channel a lot. Maybe I'll be able to buy some new RAM and figure out if that's my issue. Actually, I suppose I could just swap the RAM from my other recording computer. That's a lot of work though. It's more work than I'm willing to put in to troubleshoot a problem. Let's just put it that way. Also, your arc here doesn't seem to get much wider depending on how high you jump. So let's try this out for a second. Let's go like this, and then like this, and see if you could do this in a trap tunnel. Like how it would look. So we're pretending the trap tunnel's open that way. Okay, so you could like CC a trap tunnel real good. I have a feeling what Epic might be doing with this meta shift of theirs is they might be trying to get people to fight in the tunnels. They might be saying, you know, we don't like you sitting back and hanging out on the far end of the tunnel. We'd rather see you in the tunnel fighting them. And I can actually agree with that because that's what people want to do until they learn about the AI and how that doesn't really work with the AI. So if they can change propanes to not throw at players that are just hanging out in the tunnel, I can get behind this meta shift. I can get behind smashers charging shit if like players don't aggro. I can get behind it all. If they just don't aggro players with their propanes, and if they don't aggro players with smashers. Like if smashers don't charge players, that would be great. If a smasher wouldn't charge a player, ever. If they only charged objectives, I could get behind this. Then we could fight in tunnels. That and propanes. If propanes don't throw at me, then I can fight in a tunnel. Nothing else would be as important because you would be using gas traps to get rid of the bees, which is a lot of people's problem. Is that the gas trap thing didn't do anything because the everything else would still kill you in the tunnel and blow up the tunnel. So, if they do that, they could actually introduce something really interesting to the game. That would be a meta shift that I can get behind, is if we can shift the meta so that we can fight in a tunnel without the tunnel getting blown up, Smashers can charge objectives, walls around objectives. If there's no wall around the objective, then they can charge whatever they want. But yeah, I think I could get behind that. Let me know what you guys think. If here's my thoughts. Propanes don't throw at players ever. They just throw at objectives. Smashers don't charge players ever. They just charge objectives. And then you can fight in your tunnels. I think it'd be great. I'll see you guys next time. I'm Dash Brandon. Bye bye.